It feels like just yesterday we were asking our phones for the weather, and now, all of a sudden, AI is writing entire symphonies and diagnosing diseases. The speed of this change is, well, it's pretty dizzying. So in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and get right to the heart of what this AI revolution really means for all of us.
So, what is this thing, really? Is it just a helpful assistant, a robot that's coming for our jobs? Or is it maybe the first step towards some wild science fiction future where we all become cyborgs? That's what we're going to get into. We're going to unpack the reality behind all the hype, looking at what's happening right now, how we even got here, and what could possibly come next.
To even begin to understand AI today, you first have to appreciate the sheer speed and volume of the news around it. It's like a tsunami of information, a constant whirlwind of incredible innovations, mind-boggling investments, and yeah, some pretty serious controversy. One minute, you're reading about a company you've probably never even heard of, an Intel spinout called Articulate, that is suddenly worth $500 million. This is the kind of money that's just flooding into the AI space right now. It's a relentless tide of investment, and it's fueling this entire revolution. And then, literally the next minute, a story that sparked total outrage online, a food delivery app supposedly committing fraud, is revealed to be a complete and total fabrication, generated by AI. This is the whiplash of the AI news cycle. One moment, it's about incredible innovation. The next, it's about straight-up deception.
And the impact here goes way beyond just tech and finance. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how we think about our careers. According to execs at big firms like McKinsey and General Catalyst, the old model, learn one skill, have a job for life, that's officially dead. And AI is holding the shovel. This isn't just happening in some high-level boardrooms either. At the huge Consumer Electronics Show, CES, people on the ground like Larry Baker made it crystal clear what everyone was there to see. AI has officially gone mainstream. It's the main attraction now. So what's the fuel for this fire? What's really powering this whole boom? Well, it's not just one thing. It's this powerful combination of specialized hardware, these AI chips, a torrent of investment cash, and the fact that the brands you use every single day are putting this tech to work.
Okay, so it all starts with the hardware. You've probably heard people talk about the AI chip wars. And that's exactly what it is. This fierce competition between giants like Nvidia and AMD to build the specialized processors that are literally the foundational building blocks for all of artificial intelligence. And the ambition here is just staggering. Take Nvidia. They aren't just trying to win the chip market. Their goal is to be the Android for all of robotics. Think about that. They're not just building the engine. They want to build the entire operating system that's going to run the robots of the future. And just so we're all on the same page, what exactly is an AI chip? The simplest way to think about it is like a brain that's been specifically designed for one purpose, to handle the massive, complex calculations that AI needs, making the whole process way faster and way more efficient than a standard computer chip ever could be. The second engine, money. And we are talking about insane amounts of it. Elon Musk's company, xAI, recently announced it had raised a mind-boggling $20 billion. To put that in perspective, that single funding round is larger than the entire GDP of some countries. It's wild.
And finally, this isn't all just happening in some lab in Silicon Valley. It's happening at the grocery store, in your makeup bag, and even at the happiest place on Earth. Huge brands like Disney, L'Oreal, and Tesco are weaving AI right into the fabric of their businesses, changing everything from how they make their products to how they serve their customers.
So what does this all add up to? You've got the tech, you've got the money, it's all forging a brand new reality for us. And it's a reality that's not just full of promise, but it's also packed with some really thorny ethical questions and frankly, profound consequences for our whole society.
On one side of the coin, you have the really optimistic vision from tech leaders like Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. He argues that AI isn't just creating a bunch of low-quality junk, or slop as he calls it, but that it's actually a powerful tool that can enhance our creativity and make us more productive. And then, in the very same breath, that same company's AI, Grok, is being investigated in 2 different countries for generating harmful deepfakes. This is the paradox of AI, right? The same technology that promises to enhance our creativity can also be weaponized to cause immense harm. This is the dual reality of AI we're living in. For every promise, there seems to be a peril. The promise? A seamless customer experience. The peril? 200,000 banking jobs could be on the chopping block. The promise? A more efficient marketing agency. The peril? A delivery driver faking a drop-off with an AI-generated photo. It's this constant, tricky balancing act between progress and pitfalls.
And stuck right in the middle of all this are governments, just frantically trying to play catch-up. In California, they're talking about banning AI in kids' toys. Over in India, they're ordering platforms to police their AI content. And then in the UK, you have some experts arguing that, hey, maybe the old rules still apply. It's a global scramble, and right now, there is no clear rulebook.
Okay, so where does all of this lead? Let's zoom out a bit. Let's look at the really long-term predictions. Based on the technology that we're seeing today, what might our world actually look like in the year 2050?
Well, according to Professor Stephen Bramwell, by the time we hit the mid-century, the very distinction between our own biology and our technology could become, in his words, significantly blurred. This is where things start to sound a whole lot like science fiction.
And you can kind of see the path to this future unfolding in stages. It might start with tiny implants that monitor our health from the inside. Then, maybe those same little machines become microscopic doctors, delivering medicine with pinpoint accuracy. From there, we could create digital copies of ourselves, digital twins, to test treatments without any risk to our real bodies. And the final leap? Directly connecting our brains to the digital world, letting our thoughts control machines thousands of miles away.
And when you lay it all out on a broader timeline, you see how these breakthroughs could just build on each other. Driverless cars could unsnarl our cities in just the next few years. AI tutors could completely revolutionize education in the 2030s. Then, the quantum computing revolution of the 2040s could supercharge everything. Maybe giving us the power to achieve something once thought impossible, a permanent livable base on the moon by 2050.
Now, I know it's easy to feel a little anxious about this kind of future, but it's worth remembering this quote from the science fiction author Philip K. Dick, whose stories often painted some pretty dark futures. Writing way back in 1968, he reminded us that, on balance, science and technology have been a profound net positive for humanity. And that leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? We've seen the news, we've seen the engines driving it all, and the wild potential futures it could create. So, will artificial intelligence continue this historical trend? Will it end up giving us more than it takes? Well, that's the question we're all going to be answering together.
Want all the latest news about artificial intelligence and technology? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.